Okay, that immediately gives me an idea to make a video about the hearts and different hearts that exist in the world, different combinations of hearts, not just the four elements which I use to represent fire, wind, water, and earth. Not just these guys, but I want to talk about the first time heart unlockers. Things that probably women are expecting to get from guys, like some kind of super special emotion that unlocks their heart. But I'm kind of very, very dangerous person because I will unlock their hearts and I will probably leave them empty-handed unless they save me, right? There's a reason why I'm suffering from an apocalypse is that, well, I have a lot of knowledge and I have a lot of love and I don't give a fuck about life whatsoever anymore because I don't have life, love, and life for what the future. The resources are depleting, so I don't have it. And women apocalypse is that, they're gonna get blocked. In fact, that's kind of the purpose for people to block them while I'm actually unlocking their hearts, and they might be able to steal the girls or something, which doesn't make much sense. The other way around makes a little bit more sense, that while I'm sitting here playing the Hunger Games with myself, I actually am unlocking the hearts because I'm trying so hard to actually understand them, blah blah blah, because all the magic would be lost. That would be very interesting. The magic is lost puzzle is one of the most interesting ones that I found. Once you figure out what magic is, which is heart connections and the fact that people act according to the heart and the winds of the heart, and whatever people wish, and the ping pongs just bounce around, but it creates a wind, an atmosphere of emotions that you have to dive into and actually understand what's going on in the world, piece things together, understand what is the weather of emotions instead of actually looking into the world. You're gonna be blinded by everything that's going on around you. In fact, everything will blind you because everything is mostly made out of lies if everything is cold or underwater. Right, the coldest place is underwater, and when there is ice above you, that meaning that you have to actually break through to even get life in the first place. What is the process of breaking through? I do not know yet. I have only felt kind of the idea of it, but right now I'm on a very strict timer of, hey, you will have to pay your rent. I don't want to pay my rent. I want to kill myself because I don't want to even invest into interacting and having, the discussion of like, oh, why? No. No, I already written plenty things nobody wants to read or discuss, either or, right? So the only thing I see is Avril Lavigne's heart for some reason. It's just all over the place. It's split all over the place, all over the Instagram. She's talking to me one of the most, best ways to talk, I guess. The most magical way to talk. I feel very close. I also feel close to Ariana Grande in the way that it's sort of she's worshipping me and I'm worshipping her backwards because she's a star. I am sort of capable of being worshipped for my knowledge. As long as you don't see my face, as long as you don't see how I actually live, you can actually worship me and be like, yeah, I have an ego, right? But the moment you see me, you immediately realize I have to share and save this human being because now I worshipped him for like so, so, and so on, right? It is hard to prove love to people, especially when you don't love just one person, especially when you're trying to unlock as many hearts as you possibly can, just to make sure that they are they feel it's possible, and you put it out there for everyone to just here are the keys. Maybe I messed up, maybe it's a huge mistake to give up keys, but I have never even gained the gift of like, yes, you can actually do that, and yes, women actually are waiting for a specific event in their lives, specific emotion that their hearts are going to generate to actually prove that they are still alive in the first place. So one of those events I would say is Avril Lavigne's, the black rim eyes. Constantly, she blacks out her eyes around, uh, all the way around. So when she cries, it's actually very visible, right? Very, very visible. She looks like a mime now. Congratulations. I came outside. I was acting like a mime as well. I was like saying goodbye immediately because I put on a card on myself. Promoting my YouTube channel? No. Almost promoting. I have a super duper big fear of actually interacting with people. Where did it come from? Well, it's just natural, okay? I don't want to have it. I don't. I do not want to have problems interacting with people. It requires enormous amount of training, and I don't have passion to start doing that, even though that might save my life and actually create a beautiful life ahead of me, which is not actually the case because I hate my life for exactly that reason, that it's hard, which is not something it's just confusing, right? I'm sticking to myself. I feel like I'm stupid right now. Am I missing something? Even though, yes, I could be just imagining a wall and never actually going through that wall and everyone is trying to save me. It is possible. But nobody's actually teaching how to listen to people's hearts when nobody's even communicating. Am I asking too much? Well, I'll ask God at this point. Say, I'm toast. I have never had anything that other people have, regardless of, regardless. I feel teased around. I don't want a lot of things. I have rejected a lot of things, so probably it's one of those special moments when you dig yourself a hole and expect people to actually get in there. But at the same time, there's so much magic. I am lost completely. This ultimate confusion where I feel now responsible for what I've already explained, which is unlocking hearts. So it took me a long loop to actually get out of this super roadkill. But let's go through all the collection of my cards, for example. I have no problem being totally honest when it comes to this fanning, new stargazing that I started. So I've already mentioned Ariana Grande. Now, Ariana Grande's super function, I would think, is healing, is feeling that somebody's lost and completely helpless, for example. I feel that's her duty, right? It's almost like every single keyhole has its duty. And when the duty is done, the women would probably also start to realize that they're empty. They have a personality that sucks. I hate myself because I have a personality that's stuck in the loop. I don't like it. I want to get out, either with someone's help or death. There is no me involved in this process. I do not want to involve myself. I just want to be dragged at this point. And I'm dragging myself through the stargazing, of again seeing myself in a mirror in a way, of another personality getting stuck, even regardless whether it's a star or not. The only thing that does matter is that the stars have a lot of resources. They're close to the volcanoes or forests or whatever. They have resources. They're not in a hole and hidden. And if they become smart, they can do their thing. Let's go to number 3. Oh, Ariana is constantly like, "Oh, I'm the first one," but she's not the first one. She's the first one to have the highest power level, the first one to actually be the most lovable, but it's like, I don't think she can make it. I don't think she's that unique, you know? I think Avril Lavigne actually is way more powerful than I give her credit. Then I go to Rebecca Black, the most underrated person when it came out with a Friday, and now it's Friday. Every day must be Friday to actually for us get out of the waters. But she is way too fucking in the clouds right now, and she actually feels evil, which is one of those things I still cannot clear up just yet. So I'll just skip it. It sucks. She's one of the first ones to awaken me to the heart, though, so I give her credit for that. Selena is one of the most powerful. I guess, she loves people who are awakening their hearts and want to sing with their hearts. So whenever you sing with your heart, also she likes dancing to the heart, to people's hearts, as I felt it and as I seen it with my mind's eye. I always see her dancing to the heart. It's kind of weird. So it's like whoever makes the best dance will get my heart. It's so fucking stupid. It's annoying that every woman seems to have their own keys. Then Selena Gomez is one of those power creeps. Most importantly, she's like spirit police to me, meaning that, she's watching over people and spectating and spying, especially on Shane Dawson, I would say, secretly. Anyways, yeah, she feels like a spy, but one thing that I felt when I opened her heart is that she jumps in really quickly and probably spies in your heart, seeing what you're gonna do, and spies what you're gonna do outside, spies those specific events, right? And sees how you're gonna handle those events. Other than that, she felt very, very close, right? That's what I felt. Very, very close. Very police type, right? And the police would just come into you and be like, now we're gonna investigate everything, right? What you're doing. And it sucks in a way, unless you really love the police person that jumps into your heart. Anyways, so that's kind of hard duty, right? I'm exposing, right? It's exposing the star hearts. Ellery Porterfield, she's VG Chess star. I have sort of decoded that she is the main owner of VHS, not directors and creators usually don't own their own movies. It usually is dedicated for some person, and sometimes the movies sort of write themselves. So the person that's really sticking, it is not Jenny Matrix, by the way, but the other girl that is a programmer, switches things around very elegantly, let's put it that way, and probably even one punched the entire season or VGHS with just one thing. introduce her own introduction to the, the movie, the game that she puts out for Calhoun. It can spiral out of control. Also, I Justine did the same thing pretty much. Her introduction is also pretty intense, but I suppose she's like super nerdy and knows how to introduce herself and just knock people out. The moment you sort of, start digging around, you know, what is she doing, right? Is start theorizing about her heart. So it doesn't have a photo here because she's not a singer. Blah blah blah. Probably should put up the best photos of these celebrities. Sabrina Carpenter just came out of nowhere. I don't know exactly which video I watched. And then she jumps in and is like, what the fuck is this? Carpenter? It's like masonry or something. Sabrina? It's like magic. I'm like, holy shit. I started losing my mind. And I guess that's the sucker puncher. It's like, if you feel magically involved, you're gonna be lost in her forest, like, bam, like smash. Completely lost. She is godly, attractive in the way that, everything that she does. That's what she's trying to do, is sucker punch people. It's one of those next level spirit police. This is where it's actually funny at this point. It's like a little girl surrounded by, Oh, hey. Your dick's on fire. Hey, fuck off. Get the fuck out. I was expecting to imagine the thing that really punched me when I first got involved is like, whoa. Is this like a girl of my dreams? Meaning that if I die, I get to go to her place now? It's like, fucking hell, my mind was just spinning around for this shit. The sucker punch is insanity. Believe me. Let's keep going. Last superstar I would say is Lauren Southern, and it's one of those unique ones I would say. Yeah, she doesn't have my elements. I don't think any star has the elements that I do, besides Cassie, but it still doesn't work out. I'm purple green element, so wind earth. I really don't. Oh yeah, the Ellery, I think, because I'm a programmer, right, or used to be, but it still doesn't work. What, did I really put it there? Fire. Yeah, I have no idea. Unless I just like burning people in my heart. Fucking stupid. Anyways. So, Lawrence Arnold is obviously one of those weird ones because it's a political star. I would say political rogue because she's trying to just feed her ego, I would say. And it's working, and it just frustrates me. I read her book as like, I can't read this shit. What is this about? What is she doing? I don't understand. She just, I checked, she's my age, it's confusing. She's sort of going in that direction, interacted with Stefan Molyneux. She just jumped into the fucking world, my world. Says, I am political piece of shit, and I take it for what it is. Like, yeah, she's pretty cool. Lauren Southern. I guess we have reached the limit. The southern limit. If someone with the name Southern can actually become popular anymore. It's fucking stupid. But hey, I call her soul sister because I used to be involved in political dismantlement of how bullshit it is. And she doesn't realize it. She just runs around the hordes of social justice zombies and pretends to be, smarter than them. And it's working to a certain degree, but it's going to get her in trouble. It's going to get every star in trouble at some point. They're just going to start falling down. No doubt about it. The moment they become exposed of how to open their hearts and how to manipulate them. So I do this on a very specific purpose, so they get in trouble, because I'm already in trouble. Get the fuck out of here now.